In the heart of Los Angeles, on the campus of UCLA, an event unfolded recently that has sent shockwaves through the university community and the nation at large. A peaceful pro-Palestinian encampment was dismantled by police amidst clashes with counter-protesters, a scene that has now become all too familiar across campuses nationwide. This incident at UCLA was not an isolated event. It is part of a larger canvas of demonstrations taking place across the country. Universities from coast to coast have become battlegrounds for these protests. The origins of these demonstrations can be traced back to Israel's recent offensive in Gaza, an event that has sparked heated debates and fueled tensions on campuses. The protests have not been without their share of controversy. Accusations of anti-Semitism have been leveled at the pro-Palestinian camp, while critics argue that the pro-Israeli camp is guilty of suppressing free speech. These allegations have further complicated an already convoluted situation, adding fuel to an already raging fire. The events at UCLA have also had political reverberations. The protests have exposed divisions within the Democratic Party, with some advocating for a stronger stance against Israel, while others emphasize Israel's right to defend itself. President Biden has been under pressure to take a more definitive stand on the Israel-Gaza conflict, a situation that could potentially impact his re-election prospects. The UCLA incident has also led to a nationwide conversation about the role of law enforcement on university campuses. The delay in police response to the initial attack and the subsequent dismantling of the protest encampment has drawn condemnation from various quarters. This has raised questions about the role of law enforcement in managing protests and the balance between maintaining order and upholding the right to free speech. In the wake of these events, universities are now grappling with their own responses. While some have reached agreements with protesters, others have faced police action to clear encampments. The handling of these situations has implications for the university's relationships with their student bodies and their broader communities. The events at UCLA and other universities nationwide have stirred a national debate about the Israel-Palestine conflict, anti-Semitism, free speech, and the role of law enforcement. As the dust settles on the UCLA campus, the nation watches and waits to see how these issues will be addressed. To summarize, the recent police intervention at a pro-Palestinian protest at UCLA has sparked a nationwide debate. The incident, which resulted in clashes and the dismantling of the encampment, has raised questions about free speech, the role of law enforcement, and the political implications of the Israel-Palestine conflict. As of now, the situation remains fluid, with universities nationwide grappling with their own responses to similar protests.